How's it going, everyone? I'm AJ, and today we have this early 1900s Conley camera in front of us. Conley is kind of a lesser player in the camera market. You have brands like Kodak dominating, and Conley was kind of a local Rochester, Minnesota-based company. They were featured in the Sears catalog and everything. This one was picked up at an antique store a couple of years back. It's not functional, but I decided I want to fix it. So that's what we're doing today. This particular one is the Model 15. So this would have been produced from 1900 to 1918, if I remember correctly. Now, Conley started in 1899, so this was one of the first units out. It's in decent shape. It's not horrible, but it was missing the ground glass. We need to put some new plates in, but other than that, it's in good condition. It also needs to be cleaned up a little bit just because it's so dusty. We'll take care of that. That should be no issue at all. But if you look close, it does have some very interesting characteristics. First of all, the camera has mahogany all the way around it, and this beautiful red leather for the bellows. But up top, unfortunately, we lost a lot of the color. It shouldn't affect functionality though. The handle is also missing, so there would have been a handle here that you could pick it up, carry it. And the closing mechanism isn't exactly the best, and it doesn't lock. There is a little latch right here, and it should latch into this hole, but it looks like we're gonna have to realign that somehow. You also see this brass lens. This particular lens is for a 5x7 film format. So we did pick up some 5x7. Now, one cool thing is the shutter still functions, and it appears to be pretty accurate if you go through. It's pretty incredible. A camera shutter over 100 years old is still functional. We are going to install the ground glass, which should be pretty straightforward. And we're gonna try and take some test shots and see what happens, see if we can't get any good images out of this. So if we look in the back here, we'll notice there's no ground glass. And you do need that in order to focus. So luckily, I found a supplier with 5x7 ground glass, which is in this box here. So let's open this up and see. This is wrapped very well. All right. Oh, interesting. Guess that makes sense. It's shipped in wood. It's very nice. I'm gonna get a knife. And I am back with a knife, which I should have just used from the very beginning, but you live and you learn, I guess. I'm gonna be careful opening this up so I don't scratch it. So essentially what ground glass is just frosted glass. And I don't know the science behind how it works exactly, but here's our piece of ground glass. Amazing packaging. There's our ground glass there. So yeah, it's just frosted glass. And when you focus the lens, it'll be clear on this, which I've never used a camera like this, so I'm not sure what to expect, but this is from the research I did. So let's install this now. So one side is frosted, and one side is clear. The frosted side is going to be facing the lens, and the clear side is going to be facing the plate. Not really sure the easiest way to go about it. There are some hinges kind of holding the plate holder in place. Looks like they can unhook, probably. I think the easiest thing is if I bend these out, slide it out, and then bend them back. So let's see what happens if we do that. So this doesn't seem like there's an easier way, unfortunately, so we must bend, I guess. All right. Got that side off. This side's a little bit tougher. And we got both sides off. All right. Oh no. Looks like we broke this. Okay, well, I snapped this trying to get it off. We'll see if that's an issue down the road. But for now, let's install this ground glass and get that over with. So, wow, that's a very small screwdriver. I'm not sure if I have anything like that. Lucky me, I found this tiny little screwdriver. So let's see if that works. These tiny little screws, oh my gosh, they're not my friend. Where'd that go? Oh, I found it. Yeah, point proven. Point proven. So now we have the ground glass. We're gonna make sure that clear side is gonna be facing towards the plate. So, frosted side facing this direction. So we're back using the world's smallest screws here in an attempt to secure the ground glass. So this side's good now, that's nice and tight. Now we gotta do this side. Now one thing that I did learn about these cameras, this would be your more affordable option for a camera compared to something like Kodak. Now I do want to attempt to clean this ground glass. I'm going to use a microfiber cloth with some water and just try and wipe all those oils off from my fingerprints. And then I'm going to let that dry. And hopefully that does the trick, although we'll see. And wow, look at that dry. That's coming right back to life. And no fingerprints. That did the trick. Look at that. Cool. All right, well, mission solved. Now, unfortunately, just in case you forgot, this snapped off. We might have to just go with this side for now until I could find a replacement. So we gotta get this back around. Should be fairly simple. Gonna just put that there, take my needle nose pliers and bend that back down. So unfortunately I might have messed up big time breaking this little piece off. I don't think it's the end of the world because the ground glass is just for focusing. So I have this plate here that I was able to purchase from an antique shop. It's 5x7 Eastman plate, so Kodak. And this goes right here in the camera. And yeah, we need a lot more spring strength to kind of hold this in. I want to see if this works, if this ground glass works. I've never used ground glass before, so I don't know what to expect here. So right now we're looking through the back of the ground glass, and what you're currently seeing is my backyard, and it is in fact focusing quite sharply actually. And you could use like a little magnifier like this just to further hone in on focus. It's pretty straightforward. But yeah, it's going to be an upside down image, but it works, and that's good news. That means we could take the plates out and start shooting photographs.